I'm Kevin.
And I'm Adele.
And together we are Indefinite Leave.
We chose to stay at the Shoal Bay Holiday Park, which turned out to be a perfect location for us. It's very central and has good facilities, not that we actually used many of them. There's no pool, but it does have a tennis court and a games room. Cost to stay is $46 a night for 2 adults on a powered site.
This is where we're staying here in Nelson Bay. We're staying at Shoal Bay. Check this joint out. There's been a fair bit of wind today, but calmed down this afternoon, and down here on the beach it's just stunning.
I had no idea what this crab was, but I flipped him over so he could live another day. While at Shoal Bay, we caught up with fellow Esperance motorhome owners Alan and Sue. The next day we took a walk around the stunning bay. We were waiting for the tide to start going out. Today we will do the walk across to Fingal Island, sometimes called Shark Island, but it is potentially very dangerous crossing if you don't time it right. At least 15 people have now died doing this walk when they tried to come back from the island too late and were swept away with the incoming tide. So we researched the tide times and hoped we had given ourselves plenty of time, but from the car park it was a 20 to 25 minute walk just to get to the narrow neck across to the island, which I hadn't allowed for. I spoke to the lifesaver as we walked past and he was clear. They aren't allowed to suggest to anyone to go over, and confirmed it is dangerous. He insisted, don't come back if the sand is covered at all. Call and a boat would have to come and rescue us. I didn't ask what that would cost. It's a beautiful walk over to the beach. The bays were absolutely stunning.
Well, we're here at Shark Island or Fingal Island. I've read it as both. I'm not sure whether one's the official name and one's a local. I'm not too sure, but we've walked over here. This can be, we've got to do this at low tide. We're moving pretty quickly actually, so make sure we can get back. So there's a spit there behind us, and after the low tide that covers up. There's been quite a few drownings as people have crossed there as the tides come in, and we need to get back there while that tide is low. So we're going to take a walk up here in front of us at the moment, and there's a lighthouse. We'll get ourselves to the other side of the island and see what we can see over there. Okay, I better concentrate on this. Bit of soft sand work here. We're on the walk across to the lighthouse and the ocean side. As you can see, it's just a grassed path along the way. And there it is, our first sighting of the Fingal Island or Shark Island, the lighthouse. Let's go and have a look. I do love this when we're just out exploring. New adventures, new things all the time. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's great.
We've seen plenty of lighthouses, but it's always fun seeing a new lighthouse. They're always different locations. They're all there for the same reasons, but they have different history, each one of them.
Different flashing lights.
Different flashing lights, and they're always there because ships have wrecked there over history. We've got a a board here explaining some of the history here, but we'll keep going. But yeah, so I remember recently we saw a lighthouse. We went to the lighthouse. Which one was that, Del?
Sugar Lake Point.
Sugar Lake Point. Where was that?
Seals Rock.
Oh, it's Seal Rock. Yeah, Seals Rock. Seal Rocks. And yeah, I counted something like 31 shipwrecks just out in front of that lighthouse. It was pretty insane. Hopefully this breeze isn't too much of a bother here. This has been a fairly easy walk across from the point, but again we've got to make sure we get back there before that tide comes in and the water starts coming across. So we'll get up here, have a look at the light. I'm sure we've got heaps of time. I think we've got an hour and a half, but I don't want to risk it. So only concern is that I've seen a couple of different low tide times, and the one that I'm working on is from Nelson Bay, but we're not at Nelson Bay, we're at Fingal Head, and this is ocean water, so the tide time could be slightly different. So we'll get up here, have a look and get ourselves back and make sure we can cross back to the mainland safely. Wow, this is pretty stunning. Fabulous view.
The Port Stephens Lighthouse on Fingal Island was built in 1862. At first it was powered by kerosene, however it has operated by solar since 1990. The keeper's house was vandalised and burnt down the following year in 1991. At least 24 vessels are known to be wrecked in the area.
That's it, we're back, and not sure if you can see there, but plenty of time to get back to the mainland. There's still plenty of walking path across the beach, so we can get back, no problems at all. You can just stroll back, take your time, take a few photos.
G'day guys, just wanted to say, people of Fingal Beach, great job. This is all I could find on the beach today. Our long walk all the way over to the island and back, and that's all I could find. Great job. Now, I'm not doing this for thanks, as some people last time suggested I was. I'm not doing this for thanks, I'm not doing this to glorify ourselves and the job we're doing. I simply want to create awareness. In the first month of our trip, we went to Monrepo, which is the turtle sanctuary in Bundaberg, and we learnt about the importance of plastic being left behind on beaches and the effects that it has on the marine life, and especially turtles. So what we learnt was that turtles eat jellyfish, and they see the plastic in the water and they think that that's a jellyfish, and they try to eat it and they suffocate and die. Now, turtles are just the most beautiful creature, and they already have it tough enough. Only something like 1 in 1,000 actually make it to adulthood. So, you know, we need to do our bit. This littering is just ridiculous. There's no reason for it. So if we see it, just pick it up and chuck it in the bin when you get back. Cheers, guys. Zenith Beach was our next stop, a stunning beach between two rocky outcrops. That night we got a message, come up to the Blue Mountains with us. It was Jason, Denise and Millie, and they had an Airbnb at Wentworth Falls. On our way, we stopped in at Avida Motorhomes near Penrith for a look. The next morning, it was pouring with rain as we drove up the mountain before we came across Adele Avenue. The next day, we all fitted into Jason and Denise's four-wheel drive then went for a drive to Windsor to see where Denise grew up and went for a look at Wiseman's Ferry on the Hawkesbury River.
No, we can laugh.
Thanks, mate. Oh, gosh. Can you help me up, Nels? It's very wobbly. Push me up. Not by the head. It's got my shoulders.
We stopped off at the local for lunch and a drink before making it back up the mountain. The next day was a cracker, so we quickly made our way to Echo Point and Katoomba for a day out in the Blue Mountains. The concept of another Sky cable car meant I had a restless night as memories of Sky Roll and Cairns came flooding back. This time though, I wasn't alone, as Denise was nervous too. Neither of us were going to miss seeing everything on offer though, and we all jumped aboard to experience those amazing
one of the
views.
two things, most of all just enjoy the views we have here. Spread yourselves around. We have Big Mount Solitary up there.
The Blue Mountains is a rugged region west of Sydney, known for dramatic scenery, steep cliffs, eucalyptus forests and waterfalls. Katoomba is a major town in the area, and Echo Point provides outstanding views of the infamous Three Sisters sandstone rock formation. The steepest railway on the planet belongs here, and we took a ride down to a whole new world.
Dinosaur music. Dinosaur music.
Get ready. Give me steep. That's steep. All right. All good.
Alrighty guys, welcome down into the beautiful Jamison Valley. Doors shortly opening on the
Scenic World is a land of dinosaurs taking us back many thousands of years to a time we can only imagine. We wandered through an enchanting rainforest, discovering a range of prehistoric creatures. We even saw their eggs about to hatch.
Do we walk? See his tail's wagging at them.
We met Ringo the raptor and baby Barbara the stegosaurus. Then it was back up the railway before taking the cable car once again.
Oh, I love it. Just go through the tunnel. You pick the tunnel away.
We should have tried to do a selfie with this.
Yeah, I know.
It's up like a roller coaster.
Look up there, Mills.
Oh my goodness. This is where's going up.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh gosh, it's 6 months old. Well, I know now.
Alrighty, welcome back into City Pod, everyone.
I've been sleeping with the lights on, buried in regrets.
I'll be your driver today, taking you across the valley, everyone. First things first, if you're standing on the glass wall, look down now, everyone. Here we go.
Then, hands onto each other, and then you'll go still. Then you'll go Kevin, and then you'll go Mama.
Someone got the hands as well.
And then you're on top of me.
Oh, I can't. I do that.
Look how far it is now.
Whoa.
That's a long way down there.
Oh yeah, you had to mention it, didn't you?
That is a long way down.
You're scared, aren't you?
I'm going to get what?
You're scared, aren't you?
I am not exactly overly excited, but
Well, it's a natural reaction, driven to distraction, clawing at the ghosts I'll never meet. Oh, and I don't know where they go when they vanish in the corners of my eyes.
this time we took the walk to Wentworth Falls before the steep stairs to inside one of the Three Sisters.
Rise up to the sky, but I'm letting go. I'm letting go. It's a history that never really grows. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. It's a silent wind that never really blows. I'm letting go. I'm a slave without a mask.
Our day was complete and we made our way back home again, once again driving by Adele Avenue. And what I'm looking at is the remains of the shipwreck, the SS Maitland. An amazingly beautiful and In our stunning next location. episode, we go to Lake Macquarie where we discover remnants of a shipwreck in a spectacular bay and Caves Beach, a series of hidden caves on the most beautiful beach.